Alonso Powell talks about how to run a successful business by becoming a distributor with SleepM. 5 reasons why you should become a distributor with SleepM. 1. Earn additional income. Leverage a new system to create a livelihood through sharing the benefits of biocrystals and helping others improve their sleep wellness. 2. Run a global business. SleepM has offices in the United States, Canada, China, the Philippines, and soon to be in major cities worldwide. Whether or not an office or showroom is available in your city, distributors may still conduct business with the full support of SleepM. 3. No inventory to worry about. SleepM ships their products from their warehouse for free and provides offices and showrooms for distributors to use and leverage. 4. Help others improve their sleep wellness in a world full of problems and crises. We intend to do our part in giving back in one way, shape, or form. 5. We believe in the importance of selfless giving and care. As a distributor, you have the opportunity to give others the gift of sleep wellness. SleepM Biocrystals products are designed to bring that experience to you by renewing the energy of the user through its active impact. This latest scientific discovery is made to improve the quality of your life. SleepM Biocrystals affect the basic parts of an organism's cell by supporting them to perform basic life functions as the smallest but crucial parts of any living organism.
Okay, first of all, happy Easter for you guys. It is Easter Sunday, and I know it's a lot of people spending time with family, but I still want to jump on here and at least get a recording out for everyone for the week. First of all, you know, we had an amazing day at the office yesterday. It was just absolutely amazing. And got to meet some new friends again at the office. Can you hear me, King? One second, let me make sure you muted out. So, one moment. So what I was saying is that we got to meet some amazing people at the office yesterday. We met King and we met Jojo. King is from the Philippines, and then Jojo is from the UK. And let me just say this, guys. I want you to imagine this. we were laughing about this yesterday at the office. Imagine opening 2 countries in one day. 2 countries in one day. Absolutely amazing. And what I say to everyone, you know, I see a lot of people tend to come into business and they give up so easily. In other words, they give up before their blessings ever come along. I reflect back to my time in network marketing. I'm always reflecting back to the early years in network marketing, Rani and I. You know, I've been doing this line of business since 1995. 1996 is when I went full time in network marketing, but I've done a lot of programs along the way. And the biggest takeoff on this, guys, is that in the early years, I couldn't stomach no. It was the most difficult time for me handling no. I would, you know, show up at all these different meetings and look like I was always a target for network marketers. At the time, I was living in Honolulu, and every time I turn around, someone was inviting me to a network marketing event. Always, somebody was always inviting me to a network marketing event. I always got excited about the different networking companies, and I remember showing up at different events. I'd stand back in the back of the room, and I'd be just dreaming away. I'm dreaming about what kind of cars I'm gonna drive. I'm dreaming about what kind of house I'm gonna be living in. And I'm dreaming about everything right up until once I pay my fee Then I pick up the phone, call a few people, and I hear the terrible word no. Once I heard the terrible word no a few times, I was done. And as crazy as that may sound, ladies and gentlemen, but that is the average network marketer. The average person in network marketing cannot handle no. But I always say the repetition of doing something over and over and over and over and over again, that's what makes you stronger at it. And that's what makes you better at it. And you have to do it over and over and over again. Let me give you an analogy. What does a doctor do? A doctor practices medicine, right? A doctor practices medicine. No other way to look at it. Practice, practice, practice. What does a lawyer do? A lawyer practices law. They only become proficient at it by the repetition of doing it over and over and over and over again. And that's the only way you're going to become good at what you're doing here in the line of network marketing. I wasn't always good at network marketing. A lot of people look at Al and Rani and they say, oh man, Al, you guys are good at this. You have no idea how many times I've heard people say that, oh, Al, you're going to be good at this. I'm not going to be good at it if I'm not interested in it. But the reality is that I've done this a long time. We do what we develop what we call a tough skin along the way. You develop a tough skin. So when you hear the terrible word no, and you develop a tough skin, it doesn't faze you at all. But the reality is that so many people, it bothers them to hear the terrible word no. Another thing, I'm talking about some of the fallacies of people in network. First of all, they can't handle no. The other thing too, they don't give it time. And on the wall in my office, I have a little phrase that says, many of life's failures are people who were almost there and they quit. A lot of people. They're so close to success, but they quit. I don't know why. They think it's too tough. They say, oh man, this is hard. I think most of you will agree there are no shortcuts to success. It's hard work. Even working a traditional job, it can be tough. Some people were bound, many people would go, see, times have changed. No longer are the days when you would start a career and you will work the same job for 20, 30, 40 years and retire with that $40 gold-plated watch. Those days are gone. Most people will go through at least a dozen career changes in their lifetime, at least a dozen. So I want you to imagine that. So for a lot of people, it's tough to get up and go to work and deal with a rotten boss. That's tough also. But when you really think about what we're doing here in the line of network marketing, relationship marketing, what are we really doing?
Sandali.
We're showing you a way whereby you can actually, 1 second here, I'm trying to make sure you guys are muted. 1 moment.
Bigyan ka nga ng wine din. Red wine.
Okay. So what we're doing, we're showing you how to start, own, and operate your own business with very, very minimal cost. Very minimal cost. I want you to imagine starting up a business for $59 a month, for as little as $59 per month, because that's what we have here. Someone can actually start their own business for as little as $59 per month. That's absolutely amazing, you know, or somebody starting a business for an investment of $580. Imagine that. And what's going to happen here, Renata, is that you're going to have tax benefits that wage earners does not have. See, the W-2 wage earners are going to pay the maximum amount in taxes. Whereas if I'm a business owner, I can legitimately write off everything. I want you guys to think about that. Last year, Rani and I went to New York City. I went for 3 months, and Rani was there for 3.5 months. But think about that. All of my living accommodation, all written off. All my meals, all written off. My airfare going there, all written off. My subway fees and bus fees while I'm there, all written off. All my meals, all written off. I want you to imagine that. And I joke about this. I said my burn rate of cash in New York City was about $10,000 a month. So when I did my taxes, man, just that New York trip, $50,000 I write off just on my New York trip in expenses. Come on, guys. Where else can you do that? I traveled to the UK the other year, and I spent from mid-December all the way until almost mid-January. I enjoyed Christmas, I enjoyed New Year's celebrations there, and I wrote it all off my taxes because guess what? I created a schedule for my business showing that I was going to be doing presentations in the UK on this date, that date, and so on. So I could legitimately write it off. And I got a calendar and an itinerary to prove that that's what I was there for. Wow. But there's nothing wrong with having some fun while I'm there also, right? So I have a little fun along the way also. So I want you guys to get out of the mindset that you are working a job here. This is not a job. And what really burns me up sometimes, people look at me and say, but how many hours do you put in? Well, how many hours would you put in for a multiple six-figure income? I have less headaches than the president of the United States and yet make more money than him. Think about that. I don't get the Secret Service detail, but at least I get to earn a strong income. If you had an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to write your own paycheck, would you be afraid to put commas and zeros in there? Because the reality is that most people, even though they have an opportunity to write their own paycheck, they're afraid to put commas and zeros in it. They can't tell you how much they're worth. Think about this, guys. On a job, they're going to tell you how much you're worth. Am I right or wrong? They may tell you that you're worth, say, $15 an hour. They may tell somebody else they're worth $20 an hour. Somebody else might be worth, a salary of $75,000 a year. They may tell me I'm not worth anything and fire me. Think about that. They may tell me that I'm not worth anything because when you get fired, what happens? They telling you that you are worthless, that you are expendable. You have an opportunity here, guys. There's nothing wrong with network marketing. I was on Reddit a few days ago, and Reddit has a group that's called anti-MLM. anti-MLM. And so this girl was sharing about how she go to a restaurant one day, and she say there was a fishbowl there, and they was collecting names and numbers, and they supposed been giving away a free prize. And she say, guess what? I got the phone call saying I won the free prize. But she said, after talking to the person, I realized that everyone wins. Every name that's in the fishbowl, they call and say, hey, congratulations, you just won the free prize. And the prize is, look, the prize was some gift from their makeup company or whatever they would promote. And so they would go by and meet with this person. And then, of course, they're going to try to sell them on the product and everything. So sometime in network marketing, because there's always bait and switch. And you and I, we don't have to stoop down to those levels. But so many people, they use bait and switch to try to captivate people and get them in their business. I'm telling you, I'm offered a new business almost daily, sometimes multiple times per day. Multiple times per day. I want you guys to imagine it. And it always starts off the same. Al, you and Rani will make a killing at this. No, we're not if we're not interested. I'm not gonna make anything if I'm not interested. I still have to go do the work. I don't care what your perception of me. People buy in on program that they're interested in. People buy in on program that they like the person they're doing business with, because the reality is, how many of you want to do business with somebody you don't like? None of us. We don't want to do business with somebody we don't like. People do business with people they like. And whether we like it or not, we are a sales organization. Am I right or wrong? Something has to be purchased in order for us to make money. Am I right or wrong? You want me to tell you who's the best sales organization on the planet? Girl Scouts of America. I'm willing to wager every single one of us on this Zoom tonight, we probably done bought a box of Girl Scout cookies before, haven't we? We see them standing out in front of the supermarket. And I remember about a year ago, I see these 3 girls, and I guess it's one of the parents there with them, and they're selling cookies in front of a Ralph's supermarket. And when I walked out, I walked right by those girls, but they look at me with those big, beautiful eyes, and I'm saying, oh man, it just jerked on my heartstring. I turned around, went back, and I pulled a $20 bill. I said, I really don't need the cookies. You can keep them and sell them to somebody else, but here. And I donated $20 for their cause. But that's because those girls hit you right in the heart. They're out there for a cause, right? Whether we need the cookies or not, we wound up donating. And that has happened to me so many times in the past. And I look at them and say, oh man, perfect example, doing business with people that you like. I like those girls. That's why I walked by them. I couldn't even say no. I had to take a double take. I couldn't say no. But in your network marketing business, they can say no to you. They can say no. I used to joke about this also. I said, you know what? We created a little song about no, because I see so many people, they let somebody else determine whether or not they make money in their business or not. And so we used to stand up in the room, make everybody sing the song. No, 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 no. No, 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 yes. Because if you get enough no's, somebody going to say yes to you. But so many people, the next person that came into your organization could be your potential superstar. But we don't have stand power. We don't have it because we've been hearing no our entire life. Your parents said no to you all growing up and it never bothered you. But now overly adult people can't hear the word no from grown folks. It bothers them. And that's why they wound up quitting. Listen, God, I don't care what business you're in. You have to develop that tough skin. You have to. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. I don't care what business we're in. There's no such thing as being in a easy business. No such thing. I hear that all the time. Oh, this is easy. What's easy about it? You still got to talk to people. The hardest part about direct sales is talking to people. That's the hardest part that people experience. It's being able to talk to people. And then they always say, but Al, I don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say. What do you say? And you know what I always say? What did the person say to you that made you say yes? What did they say to you? Think about that. What did that person say to you to make you say yes? And if that worked on you, chances are it's going to work on someone else. But there's no magical way of saying anything. What I would say, be yourself. Go out and talk to people in a natural way. But most importantly, be genuine. Be genuine. Come across as genuine. Be yourself. Listen, if you're not a people person, you need to become a people person. You have to become a people person. You know, there's no way. Listen, I always say that I was somewhat of an introvert starting off in my networking career. I wouldn't have 3 words to say to anybody. But along the way, I became a people person. So one thing that we experience along the way here in network marketing is that we experience growth. We grow as an individual. We grow as a person. And it's that growth that creates wealth along the way. I had a magazine. Rani, can you hand me that magazine I want to share with everybody? This was many years ago, my first. Rani, are you in here?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you grab me that magazine off my desk?
Which one?
That community.
Excel?
Yes. So many years ago, starting out in network marketing, this was my first network marketing company, not SleepM, but I was doing some housekeeping and I came across this magazine and it brought back so many memories. I sat back there and I just reminiscing about the good old days, and everybody was crisscrossing the country, going here, going there, and going traveling different countries, doing business. This magazine, this is June 2000. June 2000. June of 2000. We had been in this company at the time. I joined this bit June of 2000, so that would have put this at, we joined 19,
It was 10 years.
we joined 1995, this company. So June 2000 would have put us about almost 6 years in. It didn't happen overnight, guys. I ran all over the country with this company. I opened Canada. I moved to Canada for a year. See, there's a price you gotta pay for success. We went to the UK, worked the business in the UK. We went to Ireland. We opened a business in Ireland. We went everywhere, every country this company went to, we were there. We were at the forefront doing it. And guess what? It all came out of my own pocket. My own pocket. There's a price you have to pay for success. So this was the article from the front cover. It talks about our success in the business. At this time, it took me 5 years to get in the top 20. Took us 8 years to get to become number 11 income earners with this company. I paid my price. In every company I've been with, I paid my price. I did whatever I had to do, and I did it with a smile on my face. You have to go and pay your price. Don't come in using the E word talking about, oh, this is easy. You're going to work harder than you'd ever worked in your life. That's a fact. You're going to work harder than you ever worked before. A lot of people say, but I don't know if I want to work as hard as Al and Rani. Listen, guys, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to make a whole lot of money. I know what it's like to make no money. I've been on both sides of the fence. So I know what it's like. And I know what it's like. And if I had a choice between being rich or poor, I would choose rich every time. I truly believe that a good person with money can do a lot more good than a good person with no money. And I think all of you will agree with that. Because the bottom line, guys, end of the day, some people say, but Al, it ain't just about the money. No, it's not just about the money. All money does is give you choices. It gives you a choice on whether you get out of bed or whether you roll over. It gives you a choice on what kind of vacation you take. It gives you a choice on what kind of automobile you drive. It gives you a choice on what neighborhood you should live in. And ultimately, it decides who your friends are because it's going to determine what school your children go to. I remember my son went to the best schools, My son went to St. Monica's Elementary School in Santa Monica, California. Then he went to Loyola High School. After Loyola High School, he went to Boston College. He was the first freshman to win the debate tournament at Boston College. He went to grad school at St. Louis University, and he never, ever had to worry about working a job during that time frame. And that was all based on Rani and I doing network marketing, not net sitting. We were doing network marketing, and we could afford our son the same education that the upper crust were sending their schools. Because St. Monica's Elementary, the who's who of the entertainment industry, their kids were in that school. Same thing with Loyola High School. The who's who, their children attended that school. And my son attended the same school and paid the same tuition, didn't get a handout because I made a choice that I would get out my comfort zone, that I didn't want to just work a job. Do you realize this, as I think back on this, when Rani and I met, Rani was a student at Chaminade University in Honolulu. I was in the military at the time. And when we got married, Rani decided to go get a job. And I was worried about her at first because she never had a job in her life, and she was almost 30 years old and ain't never had a job. So I was worried about her. I'm laughing because, listen, guys, when she told me, we cleared up her tuition and everything. When she told me she was going to get a job in retail, I looked at her and I said, why? I'm saying, do you realize how much your tuition just cost and you going to get a job in retail? And we both just sort of laughed at it. She had a passion for being in the the malls and all that, you know. And so I didn't understand it myself. Rani worked as a regular sales associate in this store, high-end store. And what happened is that she would go in, and she was excited because it was her very first job in America, very first job. And so she would go to work 9 a.m. And instead of going home after her 8 hours, she would clock out and stay all the way until the store closes. She stayed all the way until the store closed because she wanted to learn everything. And guess what? Within 3 months, she was the manager and everybody else was working for her. Wow. And within 6 months, she was the district manager and she was the #1 salesperson in the entire company 2 consecutive years in a row. Nobody could outsell her. Wow. You see, so when I look at different things, I even look back at myself. I was in the recruiting business. And I think about how, you know, I had a goal every single month. I had to recruit so many people in the military every month to keep my job. It was the one line of business in the military where you get fired. They didn't just make you a civilian, but they didn't just send you back to the Air Force, rather, but they would make you a civilian. They get rid of you if you didn't produce. So I remember doing the rides in LA. I was the only person that month that made my goal because I threw a baseball bat in my government vehicle and I went down to the worst neighborhood to pick up an applicant and drive him to the airport. So I did not get a cancellation that month so I could make my goal for the month. See, sometimes you got to go above and beyond. If you really want to be successful, you have to go above and beyond. See, Rani and I, we always went above and beyond. And it was the same way, everything I ever did, but I only worked one job my entire life. And that's the U.S. Air Force. Only job I ever had. I retired at 37 years old, and I've been doing network marketing ever since. So I'm just saying, whatever you do, commit yourself to it. If not SleepM, it's irrelevant on whether or not it's SleepM. It's whatever your passion is. If you have a passion for what you're doing, the rest is easy. This is about passion. You got a passion, everything's going to work out. And it doesn't matter how many people say no to you. Bottom line is that, hey, everything's going to be all right because you know you got that passion for what you're doing. You're not just a follower. You're not just following other people. You know, listen, yesterday alone, 1, 2, 4 businesses was offered to me yesterday alone. I said, how many businesses y'all expect me to do? Money is money. I ain't gonna go do 10 others. But right now I'm at the top of my game on what I'm doing here. I might as well hang out over here for a while. It still pays. It stopped paying, I'm the first one to go. So I'll tell you guys, because look, don't mess with my paycheck. Bottom line, you mess with my pay, you want to get rid of me, you start messing with my pay and I'm gone real quick. Because I don't work for free. I'm not running a non-profit organization. I'm a for-profit organization, ladies and gentlemen. That's keeping it real. It's a for-profit organization I'm running. Let's talk about this for a moment, guys. What about your business? What about your business? How many of you are happy right now? Anybody need any clarity on anything? And King, I hope I can hear from you before we get off here today. Anything we can assist you with. Everybody know that direct deposit is available now. Direct deposit is available now. And you can set it up in your back office, and you actually can withdraw any day of the week. Any day of the week you have more than $100 there, you can put in a request and withdraw it, even though it's only going to be released once a week. Is that correct, Rani?
Yes, once a week or as often as they want.
Okay, I'm wrong. They're going to charge 1%, but you can request the money any day of the week. Any day of the week you want, you can withdraw. So a lot of us, we waited a long time for the direct deposit. Now it's here. Please, just take advantage. And I know the biggest logistics on not having direct deposit was for the people who were geographically dislocated from us. Because those of you who were geographically dislocated, of course, you have to wait on a check to be mailed. Sometimes the checks will get lost. And I know especially folks like King living in the Philippines, definitely you don't want to be trying to get your pay through snail mail and nothing like that. So definitely we want to make sure that you set up your direct deposit. If you need help with it, Rani can assist you guys on and walk you through it so that we make sure that everyone is getting paid on time, withdrawing their commissions on time. The other thing, I want to touch on this just for a moment. Again, the system is available now where you can do the automatic withdrawals for people who set up the app. Now the app is $59 per month, but here's where I want you guys to look at this app. What if you have someone, okay, they really want to do the business, okay, they didn't qualify on the financing, they don't have cash available. Are you going to turn them away? You don't have to turn them away. They can do $59 per month. When they accumulate $550, well, now first of all, they're going to have an ID number from the very beginning. So they can actually sell any product that we have to offer. It's also going to give you a passive residual income of over $20 per month. So now this person have an ID number, they can actually build commission in that account. They can build commission in that account, and that's fine. But they will not be able to withdraw it. But the $59 per month, so it's almost like they putting their distributorship on a layaway plan, almost like that, because they start off, they pay $59. When $550 is accumulated, they now have a full-blown rep ID, and they can withdraw the money. So why would I turn anybody away, knowing that they can pay $59 per month, and I'm gonna get a passive residual income behind that? That's what we want. All of us want a passive residual income. But I think, Bobby, the problem is that, some people, they got that mindset. They say, well, oh man, I only want to offer the mattress, the pillows, the toppers. But you're leaving money on the table. Don't leave no money on the table. Keep in mind also, if you do not purchase the app, you're not going to be able to override your downline. Anybody in your downline who buy that app, the commission is going to bypass you and go to the next qualified person. So when I heard that, the first thing I did, I don't know how many others are going to buy the app, but I know one thing for certain, I'm buying it right now today. And I made sure that I'm qualified to get all my commission. Now, what happened? In your back office, you notice it talks about you can link accounts. You can, let's say if you bought the app to a master account, for example, and then you can link it, because a lot of people have triangles, so you can link it to 2 other accounts. So if you're paying the $59, you can link it to 2 other accounts other than the main one you bought it to. And now you're going to be able to earn the residual income on those other 2 accounts as people down below you generate a commission from paying the monthly on that. So it's really a well thought out program, you know, and I think we get everybody on board with this. It's just another way to make money. And you know, some people say, well, yeah, $59 a month, that's a lot. There's a lot of companies out there with auto ships of $59 per month or more. And I know we say, but that's how come I got excited about SleepM, because there was no auto ship. Well, keep in mind, no one have to participate on the app side of the program. No one. Only thing that happens is that the commission bypass you and goes up. That's the only thing that's going to happen. But you're going to be able to get the commission is just going to go up to someone else. But if you only wanted to focus on the other side of the program, that's really your call. You know, it's your call. Nobody is going to think anything differently of you if you did not want to participate in paying a monthly fee. Okay? It is what it is. Now, where we at? I was talking about King. I think you can unmute yourself. Let me see here. Let me give this gentleman a proper introduction to 1 second.
Hi, Al.
Oh, you're there. Okay. You know, a few days ago, I had an opportunity to meet King and JoJo. King currently lives in the Philippines. He's here in California right now. You know, I think they're flying out tomorrow. And JoJo lives in the UK. They're good friends and business partners. And so they decided while they was in the US that they would come here to visit the office. And I feel honored that you guys would want to meet me while you were here in the US, me, Rani, and I. And the other thing, they're under the leadership of Arlie. Arlie is their upline sponsor. And so, King, just share with us, you know, I know you left there really excited yesterday, and we had an opportunity to spend 2 days together with you and JoJo, and we really enjoyed it. Myself, Carlito, Rani, we all enjoyed hosting you guys while you're here, and glad you had a great time. Go ahead, King.
Hi, Al. I'm so excited again to see you and Rani, and thank you so much for the hospitality and the friendship. We found a new family here in the US, here in LA. Me and Jojo, we traveled, you know, far away, distant land just to really meet nice and really powerful people. And my experience with you guys was awesome. That's really awesome. And I believe that this marks the beginning of a new thing, of a greater thing. And I just like to thank my direct sponsor. It's Eileen. It's not Arlie. Arlie is.
Oh, Arlie. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay. Eileen is from New Jersey, and she's a friend, and she's a neighbor back home, and she used to be my classmate in school too. And so she gave me a ring last January, just like 2 months ago. Yeah. and she told me about this product. And yeah, I ordered the product. I ordered the heating pad. I ordered the large pad, and I ordered this eye mat just to try on because I really wanted the product. That because I had pain at my back, and having this illnesses that my parents passed it on to me, and I just wanted to look for something that is natural and alternative. I don't want anymore to take some invasive products. And so that led me here. And just because I'm so excited to really share this product to my friends, not to mention, they don't have to do this business. It's just that, when somebody gives you an opportunity and they tell you this is good and I listen to it and I try it, now it's my responsibility to share it also to my friends. And so I'm into another business. And again, this would be another added business. I really don't mind because I'm a business guy. I really believe that anything that is good and anything that you want to share, that won't really stop you from you just really just doing everything that you do, that you just help people. Now, income wise, I'm so excited because there's this is a side hustle, and that whatever you do, you might be employed, you might be doing another direct sales or network marketing, just have simply to try the product. And just like what you said, buy it for yourself and earn it for yourself. That's a very good approach, and really letting people to try on the product. And yeah, that's all I can say right now. All I know is that when I go back home, me and Jojo is here. Say hi, man. This is Al. Hi, Al.
Hey, Jojo, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good to see
Good
you.
listening to your Zoom, so very inspiring, and we are ready to make things happen. Okay, we're ready
Fantastic.
to go.
So thank you, Al and Rani, and for all those who are listening right now. You might not have tried the product, try it. It really works. Aside that, it's not just any product. It's we really believe in anything that is FDA approved. It must have been verified, clarified, tested, you name it. And so there's nothing really, not much to put on about if the product works or doesn't work. So you just have to try the product. And if in any way that there's somebody out there looking for additional income, this might help you and open them doors of opportunity. Al and Rani, thank you so much. And Kuya Lito, and to Arlie and Eileen, thank you so much for your time. And also to Emma He, who really welcomed me so much, and Jojo. We were just trying here to really explore what's in the SleepM, but we found great friendship with you guys. Thank you. And seeing more things coming up with you guys. Thank you. God bless you all.
You know what I love about these two guys? They went all in because, both are going to King is going to open up a showroom in the Philippines. Jojo going to open up a showroom in London. And so we're talking about two countries. And one day we got that commitment because, they did buy additional products to open up the showroom. So I'm very excited for what's going to happen with the two of them. And I just look forward to my next trip to the UK so I can visit there. My next trip to the Philippines. I'm excited, guys. So we never know who's going to come in the team. But I know as a leader, I want to make sure that I welcome everybody. And I let people know that I care about them and their success means a lot to us. Because really, nobody can go out and build it by themselves. No one can. This is about us collectively together, locking arms. And we do whatever it takes. And we support one another. If you happen to slip and fall along the way, we pick you up, we brush you off, and we get you going again. That's what this is all about. And I'm committed on what I start. And the biggest thing too, I want to say with a lot of people, they don't follow through on what they start. A lot of people, they start, stop. Believe me, before I became successful, that was me. I start, stop. Because I wasn't dependent on the income. I think all while I had a job and I dabbled in network marketing, I didn't take it serious. But once I went full time and I left my job, my career with the military, and I knew that I had to swim or I was going to sink. Or even worse, I would have had to go get a job. And I didn't want that to happen. So I worked hard to keep from having to go back and get a job. So listen, guys, you guys have been wonderful. Let me see, I'm showing almost top of the hour. Good to see everyone come out on this Easter Sunday. And I know everybody's juggling family. I know this is a big family day. I'm gonna say this in closing. I know Christmas and Thanksgiving, and Christmas and Easter has always been the biggest holidays for me, especially growing up, because I remember from little getting dressed up in my Easter outfit to go to church. And I remember it like yesterday. I remember the Easter egg hunts, everything. All these years later, I'm still acting like a kid, because I remember all these things. And, but Easter had to be the funnest holiday of them all. And I know even growing up, even, having children and stuff, before they left home, same thing, Easter and stuff, them growing up and stuff. But I'm so glad you guys took 1 hour of your lives to spend with me this afternoon. It really means a lot. I'll get the recording up, so whatever teammates weren't able to make it today, enjoy the recording. And next week, we start a new month tomorrow. First day of the second quarter. First day of the second quarter. Gosh, this year is going by fast. Next thing you know, we're going to be talking about is the 1st of July. And next thing you know, the whole year going to be done slip by us. So it's very, very important, guys. Set up a game plan. Know what you're going to do over the next 30 days. Not only that, know what you're going to do over the next week. But sometime between tonight and tomorrow, set up your game plan. If you didn't accomplish what you wanted to do in the first quarter, let's get it right in the second quarter. Very, very important, because we work our business from week to week, month to month, quarter to quarter. And this year is going to go by really fast. But I thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of the evening with your family. And I will see you next week. I'll be back here on Tuesday night for the overview. Looking forward. Let's go, guys.
Have a good night, everyone. Happy Easter.
Good night, everyone.